The high Arctic, the top of the world, one of the last true wilderness areas. A landscape of magnificent desolation. It's a hostile, frozen world that few people will ever experience in their lifetime. It's hard to grasp the sense of scale here. It's not until you actually arrive and immerse yourself in the landscape that you realise how truly amazing the wildlife is that survives up here. For those that do journey to the Arctic, the photographic possibilities are limitless. Our focus on this expedition is to encounter and photograph the largest land predator on the planet, the polar bear, Ursus maritimus. It's here, in the pack ice, less than 500 nautical miles from the North Pole, that we hope to find these endangered marine mammals.
When most people think of polar bears, they think they're white, but in actual fact they're yellow. And so one of the things that we're looking for as we're scanning the ice here is just little yellow spots. And those little yellow spots that stand out quite often turn out to be polar bears. This is their natural place and they're incredibly good at camouflage. So you have to spend quite a bit of time out on deck with binoculars to try and find them. We've been scouring the edge of the pack ice for the last couple of hours, and just now we've spotted a polar bear over my left shoulder. So we're going to approach nice and slowly, we'll take our time. We should be able to get some fantastic photographs of the bear and his environment.
There's something almost miraculous about polar bears, and they can weigh 700 kilos plus. And they're just incredibly graceful on sea ice. To watch them move and how they live and interact on the ice as they jump from floe to floe is just an incredible experience.
It's unsurpassable, you know. You just think of all the wildlife that there are. Polar bears would have to be one of the most difficult to get to see at close range, and you have to be dedicated with a group of other dedicated photographers to be able to get out here and encounter them.
An amazing experience, and to see it in its natural habitat opposed to what most people see it in a zoo, this really is quite special.
Going on a photography expedition anywhere, by using a small ship, we have a very small group of photographers. There's only 10 or 12 of us. We're very low down to the water, so we can have a connection with the animal that we can't get if we're 10, 12, 14 feet up on a deck looking down. And that's really important in creating powerful and emotional photographs. Just one of the truly great things about being up here in the Arctic is the diversity of wildlife. You know, this is one of the harshest environments on the planet, and yet we have ring seals and harp seals and bearded seals. You can be photographing polar bears on ice in the morning, walrus after breakfast, there's reindeer, and then in the afternoon there's always a chance to find Arctic fox. The encounter we had with walrus, where we were able to sit gently and quietly on the edge of the water and just have a large number of walrus approach us, and to just approach us so carefully and gracefully in the water. They're such a powerful animal, such a large animal. To be able to so close to them is an incredible emotional experience, and it just stays with you forever. And that is as important as any photograph that we take. I really enjoy the experience of zodiacking through the ice up here. No other boat gets us in so close and being able to get so intimate with the subject. And this is a big difference between coming on a dedicated photography expedition.
I've been coming to the Arctic for 17 years and I still photograph icebergs. They are so amazing in shape and in color. Each individual iceberg is a sculpture in itself, and it's also transient. It's here today and gone tomorrow, and there's something alluring also about this changing environment, this changing scene.
One of the things about all wildlife photography is patience. One of the greatest tests of that patience can be actually watching how a polar bear hunts. So a polar bear is capable of sitting by a sea hole for many, many hours, remaining completely motionless, just waiting for a seal to pop up through a breathing hole. And the moment it sees that seal, it will seize the opportunity. And we've sat up here hoping to catch these moments. They don't come along very often, but when they do, wow, you can make some incredible images. What I'm really looking for is to try and capture not only the power, but capture the emotion, so that when people look at my photographs, they feel something visceral. It speaks to them. We want to show the context that the animal lives in, and we want to show the incredible surroundings as well, so that there's a story there. One of the sad things about polar bears today is that they are diminishing at a very rapid rate. We don't know how many years they may have left. So I encourage anyone who's interested in seeing these incredible animals to come now.